Hello everybody. I sent an email around today to those of you who I have an email address for with a worksheet for today's workshop. If you received this email and you have a printer, you can print it off to use later in this video. If you don't have a printer, don't worry. You can use a blank sheet of paper and either copy the worksheet onto that piece of paper or draw your own one. I'll explain how to do this later in the video. If you didn't receive an email or no one in your family received an email from me, it means I don't have an email address for you or for your parents or for your staff member, whoever has access to an email. You can join my mailing list by emailing me on loadeddicetheatre@gmail.com and I'll send you on the worksheet. If you don't want to receive an email, that's no problem. You can still take part in today's workshop. All you need is a blank piece of paper, a pen or a pencil, and if you have any crayons or colouring pencils, that's great, but it doesn't matter if you don't.
Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. It is a glorious Tuesday afternoon and I hope you had a lovely Maybank holiday weekend. So I haven't made a video in a little while because I've been coming up with an idea of something fun and something really creative that we can do as a group. Even though we're all separate, we can do this sort of together. It's a project, a creative project. So this is going to be the first of maybe 5, maybe 6 videos to do with this project. So this is video number 1, and this is the first part of the creative project that I'm going to invite you all to take part in. So this project is based mostly around story making. Okay, so lots of you have done drama with me or with Charlotte or with other drama teachers, and maybe some of you have never done drama. And this, I think, would be a nice way to sort of try it out and see what your imagination is capable of. Usually we aim towards doing some sort of performance or a play. And we either pick scripts that we already know, or we make up our own script, or Charlotte writes us a script, or I write you a script. So what I want to invite you guys to do is to use your own imaginations to start creating stories. When we have a bit of time to ourselves, like we do at the moment while we're in lockdown, it's good to explore your imagination and see what you can come up with. So I'm going to explain a little more in a little bit, but first of all, I'm going to invite you to stand up, find a little bit of space in whatever room you're in. You don't need a whole lot of space, but a little bit of space, and just take part in a really quick warm up with me to get us in the mood and to get our creative juices flowing. Okay, so we're going to do a warm up. Okay, so standing up, having a little bit of room so that you can stretch your arms up and out. We want to make sure we're not going to bump into anything or knock off anything while we're doing a bit of a warm-up. So I know you can't see my toes, but I want you to look down at your own toes. Okay, so looking all the way down, give your toes a wiggle. All right, wiggle those toes. Maybe you have shoes on, maybe you don't. Give those toes a wiggle. Wake them up. Okay, we're going to lift one leg up and the other leg up, and just go for a little march on the spot. Just walking on the spot, lifting one leg up at a time, getting those legs moving. Brilliant. Okay, hands on your hips now, and I want you to just gently twist side to side. So twisting from the hips, stretching the hips out. Side to side, that's it. Great. Relax the arms, get those shoulders moving, rolling them back, loosening them out. And you can go the other way, roll them forward. Brilliant. We're going to take our arms now and we're going to stretch our arms up and out. And I want you to stretch as big and as tall as you can. You might even go up on your tippy toes. Really big stretch up and out. Make yourself as big as you can be. And then we're going to pull in really small. So you're going to wrap your arms around yourself and pull in nice and small, making yourself as small as you can be. So trying that once again, up and out. Big stretch. Make yourself as big as possible. And pulling in really small like a mouse, as if you're trying to hide maybe. Really small. Very good, and relax. We're going to do a little bit of energizing before we start our creative work. So some of you will know this one. We're going to take one hand, we're going to shake it out for 8 seconds, and we're going to count each second as we shake our arm out. Then we'll go to our other arm, and we'll shake that out for 8 seconds as well. And then we'll kick our leg out, one leg out for 8, and then the other leg out for 8. Then we'll switch around and we'll do it up with your arms again for 4 seconds on each side, 4 seconds with each leg. I know you can't see my legs, but I'm kicking them out. Then 2 seconds, and then 1 second. Okay, so the important thing is full of energy here. Count with me. Nice, big, strong drama voices. Okay, we're going to start by counting to 8. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kick one foot out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Now we're going to do it counting to 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Nice deep breath in. And relax. Well done. So you can take a seat again, and like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I sent around an email that had an attachment, a worksheet attached to the email. And on that worksheet was a drawing of a person. So not all of you will have gotten that email. Like I said at the start, I don't have everybody's email address or everybody's mom or dad's or carer's email address. So you can email me directly, loadeddicetheatre@gmail.com, and ask to be added to that mailing list, and I will email you the attachment. But don't worry if you didn't get the email, because you can do it without the email, but it just might be helpful. Some of you will have printers at home and you can print off those attachments. Others won't, and that's totally fine. You can just find a blank piece of paper and you can still take part in this. So what we're going to do is the first part of our creative story making is going to be thinking of a main character for our story. So this is up to you guys completely. You get to choose lots of things. Is your character a boy or a girl? What clothes is he or she wearing? What do they look like? And this is all up to you. So what I want to encourage you to do is to make one up from scratch, or choose a character perhaps that you have started working on in my drama classes or in Charlotte's drama classes. One of the characters that you were playing in a couple of the plays that we had started. So you can pick that character or you can make one up. What I don't want you to do is to just talk about yourself in this, because we're going to use our imaginations here and create a character that's separate from us. So I'm not going to draw Lorna in my picture, because I'm making up a brand new character that isn't me. Okay, so that's what using our imaginations is for. So you'll see in the attachment I sent in the emails that there is a picture of a character. Okay, this character is going to be your main character in the story. The whole story is going to be about this character. So please take your time and put lots of thought into this. I've attached 2 different attachments, one with a boy and one with a girl. You can pick whichever one you want, okay? And you'll see that they are standing there waiting to be created. Okay, so if you have any colouring pencils or anything to colour in with, you can choose what colour this person's clothes are, what they look like. You can give them hair, you can do whatever you like, okay? And under that, you're going to see 3 things. So what is his or her name? You're going to make up a brand new name. Any name you like, but don't use your own name because, again, we're creating a separate character. The other thing you're going to decide is what age is your character. It can be any age. They can be 5, they can be 15, they can be 30, they can be 111, whatever age you want your character to be. Okay? And then the last thing you're going to decide is, where does this character live? So does your character live in a house? Or do they live in maybe a hotel, or in a caravan, or in a castle, or under the sea, or anywhere you want? You think about, where does this person live? Maybe they live in the forest. Maybe they live in the city. You decide what kind of house or what kind of place do they live in. So there's no right or wrong answer. This is up to you. Okay? For those of you who didn't get the email, I've put a picture up there so you can see what I mean. But if you want, you can get a blank piece of paper in your own house, okay? And we can copy this picture. All right, so we can start by drawing a head, okay? And just a stick body. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Everybody knows I'm terrible at drawing. So don't worry about what it looks like. Here's an example of what you could draw. A stick character. Nothing fancy there. And maybe you'll want to give your character hair. So maybe, depending on whether you want to draw a boy or a girl, you can decide what the hair looks like. And you can give your character clothes. I might put a dress on my character because I'm a bit inspired today because it's so lovely and sunny outside. I'm imagining my character wearing a lovely dress. Okay, so I've just drawn a little dress. It actually looks like a cape. And then I'm going to give it some eyes and a smile. And it can be as simple as that. Okay, so you can draw this at home. Or you can copy the picture that I emailed and that I just showed you on screen. Or you can draw your own. It's up to you. So underneath, you're going to decide the name of your character. So you're going to write down the name of your character. Then you're going to write down what age is your character. So you've written the name, you're going to write the age underneath that. And then, where do they live? So, name, age, live. Where do they live? So, feel free to ask somebody to help you come up with some ideas, or you might have already come up with an idea. Take your time, have fun with it. This is just part 1 of creating a story, coming up with your main character. Thinking of this person, is it a boy or a girl? What is this person's name? What age are they? And where do they live? You're going to write that out on a sheet of paper, so if you've gotten to print what I sent out, then that's great, you can use that. Or you can draw your own, just like I did. And it's not a drawing competition, we know that, because I would lose, wouldn't I? So have a think about it. And when you're finished, you can put it away somewhere safe for next time, because the next video I'm going to make is going to be continuing on with this story. If you like, you can take a picture or ask somebody in your family to take a picture of it and email it to me at loadeddicetheatre@gmail.com. And if you email it to me, I can share it with the group and show them what you've done. But you don't have to do that. You can keep it to yourself. So you can choose whether you want to show people what you've done or keep it private. That's totally up to you. Okay, but this is part 1 of our story making series, and this is creating your own character. Please feel free, if there's anything that's unclear, to ask me questions. Remember, this is fun. This is meant to be a nice project to work on. We have a few exciting ideas for the summer months of what we can do online in group classes, okay? This is sort of the beginning of getting into that mind frame, getting creative, getting your thoughts together on how we can make a story. So enjoy it. Don't worry about it, okay? You don't have to do this. You might start doing it and feel like you don't want to finish it. That's fine as well, whatever you want. So take your time, enjoy it, and I will see you in a few days' time for part 2 of our story making series. Have a lovely day, everybody, and see you soon.